Hi, my name's Kahale, and I want to show you how I made my pizza oven. I need to start off by saying this is a long process. I worked on it continuously. It took me about 2 months, and I'm working in stages because it's all brick and mortar. A lot of curing time involved, but well worth the process and time. I also spent about $2,000 in materials. The labor was free. Did it all myself. The first thing I did was I watched a whole lot of YouTubes and seen how people build theirs, and I decided on my own. I went to this company, Forno Bravo. They are well equipped with all kinds of options of pizza ovens, and what I did was I chose one that looked good and kind of copied their designs and their dimensions. First thing I had to do, or the next thing I had to do, was make a table to put it on. So what I did was I poured 2 slabs on the ground. One would be the foundation slab, and the other one would end up being the tabletop. It was about 2,000 pounds per slab, so for the tabletop I ended up cutting in half and hoisting up on top of the walls. That is flat, 3-inch thick, high heat insulation that I started on top of my tabletop. After that, that's high heat brick that I got from Mutual Materials. It's about $4 each, $4.50. And then for the dome, I used some cheaper chimney brick that I got at Lowe's, about $2 each. The first thing I did was I built a form and built my my entryway. I used just normal brick for the sidewalls and that outside arch. And then I could start building the inside of the oven. What you see there is a universal jig. It spins around, so as I put each layer of brick, I knew I was continuing a nice round shape of the oven. Every single brick is custom cut. I used a wet saw, a tile saw, and went up, and I got to this point here. What I ended up doing was going yoga ball on this thing to support the inside as it dried and as I built. So there's the yoga ball, a little bit of cardboard to protect the ball, and then I could continue putting the last bricks down, and there is the last brick. Here's a great view of what I ended up with. I used some shims in some of those gaps. And then I got that roll of high heat insulation, and that's 3 inches thick as well, and covered it completely with the insulation. And then after that I wrapped it with chicken wire that you can kind of see there. And then I did a stucco process using basically mud and a trowel and spreading it on there. I let that dry up. I painted it with another stucco material with a texture, and did a finish color on it later. There you have it. Definitely worth all the work. I would definitely do it again. Maybe I'd build a larger chimney, but many meals and fun times with friends. Here's a official pizza assembly and some of the great things that have come out of the oven. Roasted turkey, cooking some bacon. That's some steaks, and I put a grill over the coals to cook steaks in the oven. I usually use apple wood once I get the fire preheated.
A big slab of beef.
And
Probably.
there's some steaks cooking directly over the grill. The coals.
Grilling.
Yeah. Maybe it's a flame coming up from underneath it. Oh, man.
Hope this video helps you out if you're inspired to create your own backyard paradise. Like I said, I am very glad I did it, and I would definitely do it again.
And we have bacon. That's the first thing that is a priority. Not a bad day. It's Father's Day. Let's do it.
Cue the slow-mo with the heat swirling in the dome there. Here's some specs on the pizza oven. The table's 56 by 94. The pad is the same, but it's squared. The table has a rounded front. The oven is 4 feet round and 3 feet tall. Inside of it, 34 inches wide, 19 inches high. The entryway is 22 inches wide, and the table stands 44 inches tall. It happens to be 4 inches thick because I poured it with 2x4s as the form.
It's over there.
Something about home cooked food makes me sizzle. Pizza's coming. Here's your pizza. El Coro.